Hello, this is Emrix from the MDF, and today I'm going to be taking a look at a lovely machine that Nocta Engineering has sent me as a sample. It's a new machine. It's called their CoRe, and it's got some new features from prior machines. The coil is actually a double D coil this time. This specific one is their standard coil, which is 11.2 inch by 7 inch. It comes with a nice big LCD screen on the side and another one on the handle, which are lovely features. It's also got some new features that we'll go into later that I've never actually seen on a metal detector before, which are interesting. But generally, cosmetically, it looks lovely. And what we're here today is just to check out what the performance is of some buried targets, my standard buried targets, what you would have seen in prior videos. Anyway, let's take a look and see how we can get on. Well, we've dug the full hose, the full target hose, and I've got the full targets here that we're going to place. I thought I got me rusty big nail today, but I've got this fencing wire which should do the job. We've got this big George penny, we've got the usual small George I penny, and the very, very thin small Henry VIII silver sovereign hammered there, to see how it can cope with that. What we're going to do now, we're just going to basically fill these holes with these targets, but just before that we're just going to scan over to show that there's no metal in the ground. We're not going to stop, we're just going to carry on all the way through, fill the holes. You can see the clods are all intact, so that'll be a little bit more of a genuine test, and see how we get on. Well, we've just got the holes dug, and what we're going to do is just scan the holes just so there's no targets actually within the holes at the moment. We're going to start placing the targets. Right, here we go. Right, the tester, this is going to be the hammered coin, and I'll put it in a bag to protect it. And we're going to put that down there. We're going to fill it in. As much of that excess soil as possible. And you can see the clod's still pretty much intact. Right, that's that. Let's push that down. Right, pick those coins up. Right, let's give it a good... Right, that's that. Let me put this metal detector down a moment. Right, next is going to be the small George I. Let's put all that excess in. Right. Put that clod over, still intact. Give it a good stamp. Right, now we've got the big penny. I can go in here without a bag, not too worried about that. Push that down. There we go. Right. Make sure that's stamped hard down. Right, and the first is basically just that little bit of iron barbed wire fence we've got there. We'll put that in. Right, let's put that clod over there. Right, that's that. So there's all the targets buried. Hope we can find them now they're buried. Just get the machine and see how it reacts. Right, we've got the irons, so we should get a little bit of a grunt off this. Right, here we go. Oh yes, very sort of broken, choppy, grunty sound on that. It's fine. Right, the next target was the penny, the big penny. It's picking up the penny, fantastic. Right, there's ground level, and I'm slowly gonna bring the search core off the ground, and you can see I'm about 3 to 4 inches probably above the ground now. Yeah, and not a problem at all. Look at that. Right, I'm going to go to that little George I. Still a powerful signal. Right, we're right down low to the ground. It's blowing me socks off. And we're going to increase the height above the ground. About 2 inches, I guess, above the ground now. It starts to go a bit. There you go, look at that. About 3 or 4 inches above the ground. Right, next is that very small, thin hammered, very difficult coin to pick up. Not sure where I buried it now. But there you go. So performance-wise, it's doing very, very well. And if I try and bring it off the ground a few inches, I'll probably lose it. Probably an inch off the ground. But yeah, it's starting to break up. But no, all in all, a thin hammered coin at that depth. Very pleased with that performance. And there you have it. Well, there you have it. That's the false CoRe. It worked fantastically on our depth test, and especially on that little silver hammered. It's got no density, it's really thin, and it picked it up really, really well. The next stage for this machine is to take it to my local beach. It's actually got a new discrimination setting that works very, very well on wet sand, so I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, it's starting to rain around me, so it's time to go. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, or ultimately like the channel as well. That'd be great. And before I get wet, best of luck to all, and cheers, and thanks for watching.